I'm sure you got your fair share of sponsors too.
Yeah. I had a really weird one time. You know Circa, like the skateboard company?
Yes.
Yeah, I was sponsored by Circa. And Cut. Yeah. And
so wait.
Yeah.
You're sponsored by Circa?
By Circa, yeah. I was on tour with Class, and we were out there in Vancouver. And I it's funny enough, I used to skateboard when I was younger.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I'm on a tour with like, you know, well, me and it's like two light-skinned guys, and the rest of white dudes. And I'm in there doing kickflips in the Circa fucking like factory.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, let's work.
This guy's kind of nice.
Yeah, let's work something out, right?
Yeah,
So I wasn't landing them. I was like, you know, but I could handle myself on the board. And yeah, it turned into like we just talked in the office, and class got a sponsor with them, and they were like, hey, we want to bring Jordan involved too. So we were sponsored artists with Circa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was back in 7.
So were you going to like competitions?
No, not like that. They were just sending boxes to the crib.
Oh, okay.
They were
So you're just getting hoodies and
hoodies, sneakers, hats, everything.
Sick.
Like every few months, they would send out boxes, and
that's proper.
we just had to wear the shit.
Yeah, that's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're running it right now. So fuck, I got Jordan here. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, Mac. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, brother. Good.
Yeah. Cheers,
man.
bro.
Cheers, bro. Yeah.
So how you been recently?
I've been working, man. Been working on the craft, man.
Yeah.
Focusing on that, being a dad, and getting ready for this new album.
Yeah. So your dad.
I'm a dad. Yeah. I got a 7-year-old. She's about to turn 8 this month.
Holy fuck.
So yeah, I've been a dad.
Yeah, you've been a dad. Yeah.
But yeah, no, this just focusing on the music, man. Been mixing the album, and kind of want to finish this album up so I can do some other shit.
So how long you been working on this album?
A year, just over. Yeah, just over a year, just over a year.
And you've been like every day, kind of like
kind of been like I'll go back to Halifax and I'll write records with like Jensen Braun, big songwriter out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, who's written hits for like Akon, Madonna, Snoop, you name it. You know the big song, This Is What It Feels Like.
Yeah.
So he wrote that. So
say words.
So I go out there with Jensen, and we cook up out there with Corey LaRue. So yeah, I've been because I go back and forth. I'm from Halifax,
right?
But I live here, and I grew up here as well. So I've raised kind of half my life there, half my life in Nova Scotia. But I go back and cook up there, and then over the last year, I've just been like down with Prod at 24K. I've been down there just cooking up records there. My boy Attic, cooking up with him, and just trying to get this album. I've been trying to make this album just like on the fly. My guy Bishop was sending me records, so I had just a few different producers involved, but just like kind of only just focusing on the records that I know that are gonna be on the record. But yeah, man. I guess I could maybe. Well, this isn't. I don't know what the title is.
Yeah,
that's for sure yet.
Okay.
I could share with you. I guess it's Air Jordan.
I like that.
HEIR JRDN.
That's sick.
Yeah, so that's
fucking sick.
Yeah, it's crazy because I had this title for like. I was gonna do a mixtape after the I Am Jordan album called Air Jordan.
Yeah.
Right. So that was back in like 2012. You know what I'm saying? So I had this title and I never ever used it. It was just
so you've been sitting on this idea for
the idea
years.
for mixtape for years.
So it's probably been bugging you. You're like, I have to use this for something.
Bro. I was just like, you know what? And it's just like, just like, especially this year, it's 23. It's 2023. It's like it's the Jordan year. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
So, yeah, but I was doing some pop records because I do pop records with Jensen and some smooth R&B records with like S4G4. And then like just recently, me and Prod, like last night, we're just like, man, to make this concept title make sense, we gotta like get swaggy on it. So I'm just cooking up a couple new records trying to, you know what I mean? Just the latest vibe of me being, confident, not cocky but confident.
Yeah, man. I feel like Nova Scotia has like, do they have like they have a lot of musicians. Like Twi's from there, Twi.
Yeah.
Twi, his family's from there.
A whole bunch of records.
Maestro Fresh West, he just moved out there.
Yeah, he's out in St. John.
He's out there.
No, there's a ton of artists, bro, that are like just on the cusp of doing something. Like Quake Matthews is killing it. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's.
I think so. He's a white dude, right?
Yeah. He's Arabic and
Oh, okay.
White Arabic and but he bro, he is to me like a lyrical giant.
Yeah, he's nasty.
He's nasty. Like friggin' Drake rates him. Like you know what I mean? Like You know, Drake be hitting him up and shit, like rates him on his bars and shit. So he's been going crazy. He did Sway last year. He went to Sway.
Yeah.
So he went and did like a 6-minute joint. I was like, okay, I know some of these verses.
Yeah,
but it was like he just took his best verses and went
Put
crazy.
them all together.
And it was so sick. I know it was like a surreal moment for him, but it was for Nova Scotia as well, for us seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, kid from the way, just, you know what I mean, going up this way. And it was dope because Mercules is the one who kind of set it up for him.
Is he out from out there, Mercules?
No, he's from, I believe, Saskatchewan. No, he's from BC. He's from BC.
Okay. He's from the west
like
side.
Kelowna area, maybe. He's he's from Vancouver, Kelowna, BC area. I don't know exactly where in BC. But
so did you grow up in Nova Scotia?
Yeah, I moved out here when I was 9 months old. So I lived in Jane and Finch, and I lived actually, I don't know, at 17 Doobie is out. I think he calls it 17 because it's 17 King Grassways is building, that same building I grew up in.
Oh, okay, wow.
Same building I grew up in. King.
I don't think that building's there anymore.
No, they tore that shit down, bro. Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
I was I left when I was like 10, so. You know, I went back a few times, but I didn't feel connected as much as like when I was a kid growing up there. You know what I'm saying? But I still know some of my old friends and some of the old heads, some of my OGs that are still OGs.
Yeah.
That are like, you know, they're like, yeah, you remember Jordan? So even some of the younger artists around there.
You make your core memories from like 10 to like 16. I feel. You know what I mean? Like,
I had some great memories there. Like, it was awesome growing up in the connections because. Like when I moved to Nova Scotia, it was just like black and white when it comes to culture, you know. And up here, I was just like, I had a best friend Chinese, Jamaican, Indian, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was good, like coming up in that environment. And then I moved back to Halifax when I was 10, and then was out there until, like you said, all those years dreaming. I started playing basketball up there, and then I came back 2008, so like 26, 25.
You came back here?
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's when you started to like kind of gain...
That's when I started doing music. Because I was playing ball this whole time, right? And I always loved playing music. We got to do the plug. What is this? Severn?
Yeah. So here I was going to plug in... this is the sponsor of the podcast. They're called Severn Selections.
Yes.
And they're actually a really good up-and-coming brand. I really fuck with them. They have really good weed. So it's Meet Severn Selections, GTA's most only indigenous boutique dispensary.
That's what's
like
up.
Their name says, they are Severn and for the people. They have multiple ongoing promotions from house flowers to quads. You can pop into their address at 70 Dundas Street East. It's upstairs above the Burrito Boys. And the guys there are super chill too. You go in there, you know, they'll hook you up with some shit.
And try this out. This look like this.
They got everything from fucking. They had like chips, cookies, fucking. A bunch of shit that I haven't fucking seen before, bro. So
is there keef in this too or something? Is it like infused or something?
There was keef in some of them, yeah.
This one
I smoked one last
night.
I got me fucked up.
I was looking, I'm like, hold up. So we're gonna try this out.
I went to a studio session last night. I didn't talk for 3 hours, you know.
Asher.
You got an Asher? Thanks, bro.
Yeah, so like half of my life there, half my life here. You know what I'm saying? And I came out here. After, like, we were talking about class earlier, I came out here.
You're talking about Classified, right?
Yeah, Classified. Yeah, because I was signed to his label. That was the first. Like,
right.
Yeah, I signed to a one album deal to his label. I put out a half.
So I'm Jordan was on that?
No.
Okay.
This was before. This was before. So
Gotcha.
What happened was I was working out in East as a student support worker. So I had like a job for the school board and shit, and I was starting to record and shit after I played pro ball in France. I came back from France. I'm like, I can't play ball. It's gonna take me like 4 more years to even get a shot to even get a tryout to the NBA. So I'm like, I did everything I wanted to. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So I started doing music, and while I was working for the school board, I ran into Martin Finch, one of the classes boys, and he's like, yo, you gotta fuck with class. Mm-hmm. Just go, man. He gonna make you some beats and shit. I'm like, all right. So I hit him in the first day we did. A single that he put on his album, and it became my first radio single ever. And then he's just like, yo, let's do the whole album. So I went, I did the album within like a year, but we were touring the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like I did five tours with him, and then like my supervisor after the second tour was like, when I was working at school, she's like, go be great, go do what you gotta do. You know, she wasn't upset, she was sad because they loved me in the school board, you know.
Yeah. So you met people that got you these connects, you know, like it was almost like the right time and right place for you.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like for me in Halifax, like because I was such a big basketball star back in the day.
Yeah.
So a lot of connects for me, and it just I guess how I carried myself, and these a lot of connects for me were just people that were supporting me. Like my basketball coaches getting me a job working for the Halifax professional basketball team. You know what I mean? It's just people that saw me as a kid that maybe had some talent and a future. You know what I'm saying? So it was people that I knew, but from the community, because Halifax is a small town,
For sure, yeah.
So having the success with basketball, people looking up to me as a role model, it was just easy for me to get these gigs in the school board and be an ambassador for Democracy 250 and travel to Europe with the Governor General of Canada to 8 different countries in 2 weeks. Like
crazy.
You know what I mean? So I was really fortunate and lucky that the sport did a lot for me.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So what position did you play when you played ball?
2 guard.
Okay.
I was the height to be a point guard, but I wasn't a natural point guard. I was a shooter, bro.
Yeah. You didn't like handling the rock the whole time?
Nah, I didn't mind it, but I didn't want to control the team. I wanted to when I'm open, I'm shooting. I didn't want to be the guy that needs to. I wasn't the quarterback.
Yeah,
I wasn't quarterbacking. Like that's not me. I'm just running gun. You know what I mean? Just running gun. Here, I'm open at 3. I still hold the record for 3-point field goals made at my university.
No way. That's fucking sick. What university did you go to?
St. FX.
Okay.
St. Francis Xavier.
Yeah.
So we won back-to-back titles in 2000 and 2001.
Wow. So you actually were nice at ball.
Bro, real nice. You want to hit this?
You still play? Yeah. You still play?
No, I'm about to get back into it though. I say this every time, but
trust me, I say that with hockey.
But this year it's like we were talking about Air Jordan. This year I can't do that Air Jordan shit if I ain't on the court.
Yeah, I know. For
you know
sure,
what I mean?
Bro.
So I'm definitely gonna get back in there and
You should. You know what? This is the perfect way to do it. You're putting out an album called Air Jordan. You should incorporate some type of basketball play into it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But not necessarily a basketball thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. We me and my boy Attic, we were writing this record the other day. We ain't done it yet, but it's like it's just all those analogies of basketball. Like I got 40 on my wrist. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't talking about a Rolex.
Yeah.
For a year I've been putting up shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, dude.
Yeah. So it's a lot of those analogies, but that's trying to tie it all in. But yeah, no, I'm excited, man. I'm gonna give some pop records this time around because that's what I kind of I steered away from with the last album, Ralph, and the EP I did with Josh Grant, Red Eye. But this I mean I make pop records in my sleep. It's like for me it's easy.
So Josh Grant's a producer.
He's a producer, yeah. Toronto guy, sick producer, lo-fi hip hop with a real heavy jazz influence on his shit. And he just like he chops some fire shit up, bro. We put out an EP last year.
I just was recently listening to Gemini.
Gemini, yeah.
Because I was watching the video and I'm waiting for Josh Grant to pop up, and he never did. So he must be the producer, right?
Like, he's totally yeah. And he's like he's DJ kind of guy in the back too. Like he's dope. He's dope. We did a couple of shows down in Kensington Market. He has like a little following down there. Real dope vibes,
Yeah, no, that's good, bro. So so like
that shit is good. It got me high.
Yeah. No, I think that's a sativa too. It's like sativas kind of get you. Yeah. So like at the time, like 2008, like when you're like because you had obviously people know you for the 2 big tracks that you had that were like super big. You know, like my mom knows those tracks, bro.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like they were so big. So this is a time when like Drake's coming up and like there's not like Classified still big and like there wasn't like necessarily like a scene like there is now where anybody can just go and upload. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like, it was like you said, you had to go buy CD. It was still physical sales at the time, and it's like you could get iTunes and that kind of stuff, but it wasn't really a streaming. Like
there was no streaming.
Streaming. Yeah, it was like. The streaming was like, Napster, like just people stealing shit.
Yeah, or like Dat Piff. Remember Dat Piff? You had to like go get a mixtape.
Right. So at that time, it was, it was a different time, and that's what I think made the scene so much bigger now, like with the streaming, because it made it so much easier access to platforms to be able to release music. You are the label now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not like it's not And at that time for me, I was lucky because I had like Magic, You Can Have It All that were doing well and still playing to this day, but did well at those times. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I won the Canadian Radio Music Award that 2013, I believe, 12 or 13 for like Magic, most R&B urban song spun at radio in Canada. So the spins are crazy. I'm just finding out that It's a lot of fucking spins. It was like over. I think I spun that I Am Jordan spun like over 1 billion times. Like, and I'm like, what? It makes sense to me. And I'm just like, what? Hold on. But it's like after all those years, those records were just running and running and running, right?
Because like think about it, like when I go look at it, like on like I'm typing it on Spotify, I see the streams. Wow, that's an old album.
Yeah, it's old.
So you know what I mean? Like that means it's been re-uploaded.
Re-uploaded years after.
Years after all those streams are coming out. Years after that. That's people
so that's like before. Yeah, that's people that still
retroactively go back to it. Like
exactly.
they're searching for it. Like one day they're like, yo, I'm gonna go listen to that track.
And that's the shit that just keeps me motivated. You know what I mean?
It's timeless music.
Yeah, bro. It's like there's still people like. Well, people hit me in DMs and still send me DMs like them on like, oh look, you're on the radio in this city. This I'm like, oh my god, like this shit is still, you know, but which is it keeps me hungry too because I ain't had a radio hit in a while. So
yeah,
Air Jordan, you gotta come back this year. You gotta come back.
You have the ability to. I feel like you're that guy that like. Do you ghostwrite, bro?
Not ghostwrite, but I'll go in sessions and help people write. I got not ghostwritten, but I've written a couple records for like females and stuff that it's not really ghostwriting because like they specifically like, yo, I want to write a song.
Yeah.
But I've done some writing.
Because like you're like a good song composer.
Yeah. That's my strength. I think is sitting in the studio, arranging vocals, producing vocals, getting the best out of the vocalists, and trying to get their emotion and. You know what I mean? That's what I have fun doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I'll always do music, even if I'm not putting out records on a motor. I'll be able to, you know, with
like
all the
helping
experience.
someone else.
Help somebody grow, like teaching somebody that, like, the tricks of the trade and letting them find themselves, but through my vessel of experience and knowledge of the trade. You know what I mean?
So looking back 10 years, would you wouldn't have done the same thing, eh? Because it takes maturity to get to that point of being like, you know what, I'm gonna pass my knowledge to the next generation.
I've always been like that, bro. For me. I've always been that person, and there's not a lot of people like that, but I've always been that person. And
that's amazing.
Sometimes people will take advantage of you, though. So you have to know your worth, and you have to, you know, it took me a long time to figure out my worth and like share my time with just anybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
and like really put your foot down. Sometimes.
You know, that took me a long time, but I've always been the person that it's, you know, open playbook, man. It's like, hey, if I can help, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
But this game is not known for that.
No, fucking stomp all over
it's not. This game is not known for that. So like, you know how it goes. But you know, just I try to stay true to myself and just stay the same. Especially if I believe in something, like, what the fuck, yo, you know. And it's like sometimes I don't want to step on people's toes in the studio, but like I want to, like, oh my god, if you try this, then, you know, like, oh shit, if you, you know, I'm just excited about it because I'm into it.
Yeah,
you know
I've seen you on set, like, like for, you know, Kaylee stuff, and like you're like super into other people's stuff, like you are your own.
100%, man. It's art. Like, it's if you can help, especially as a person that you have a good friendship, a good relationship with. If you can help their art and help them become, like, challenge them more to be better,
for sure,
then that's what you do, right? It's like if somebody doesn't believe that they can hit a certain note, and then you're like, that's not true. Try this, and they do it. Okay.
There you go.
Well, hey, good job, right? But it's like that's what you know. I guess mentorship is, and like you said, teaching and passing knowledge down.
Yeah, man. No, that's amazing, bro. Because like, a lot of guys. From my experience in the music game, it's like you said, like, guys, I have a problem with that too, like taking advantage of me, you know, like I have to put my foot down sometimes, you know, guys will run all over, like, we're humans too at the end of the day, right? Like, we have emotions and shit we're going through, right? You never know, right? So, and it's, I definitely see that, you know, it can really break you.
It really can, but you know, that's why I think keeping your integrity and not, because I was just saying this to someone last night. I was like, yo, this shit, like, honestly, this shit will make you cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll start to, by second nature, being just like the people in the industry because that's what you're used to being done with all the fucking time. But it's hard to try to get out of that mentality. It's like, just like, sometimes you got to take a step back and be like, hold on, that's not me. Fuck, I don't do that. And come back to, like, you know, it's hard sometimes because it's like people are going to do this shit to you, so why the fuck not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you, like, it's easy to say before, like, yo, I'm going to stay humble and I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to give everybody opportunities. And then as things progress and it starts to become overwhelming, it's easy to just block everything out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then but to the outside, you look cold. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, now you're moving Hollywood, right?
That's why you got to please yourself.
Yeah.
You got to do this shit for you, man.
I feel like you were like, like, you were kind of like a rising star, like, in the scene. Like, you were like, underground fucking guy, like, you know, like,
no, that bro, I was I had some great slots with the Junos, performing at the Junos, winning a Juno, you know what I mean? Touring the country, 5-6 times over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On different levels of stages too, like, 20,000, 10,000, 3,000, 1,000. Like,
you did 20,000?
Yeah, we went when I was on ambassador for the We Day. Remember the Free the Children shit?
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
I did like 18 dates with them. Yeah, we did a few in the States and all around Canada. And it was always, the We Day thing is they fill the arena is filled with kids, like 20,000, 18,000, 19,000 kids.
Yeah.
So we did that and the Kenyan Boys Choir was with me, performing with me.
That's
so
amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro. That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, that was a dope run. They took me to Kenya.
So when you look out, you see fucking 18,000+ people.
Yeah.
You're probably like, dude, what the fuck? Because there's probably been times where you're like, yo, there's 20 people here.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna give them a sick show, you know?
Yeah. It's it's always amazing being in front of that many people and when they're screaming and singing the song back with you and don't mind me. I'm just getting.
No, I'm just checking the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was dope, man. Being having played on stage at the same day as Kendrick, Jennifer Lopez, some big acts, Sierra, like huge acts come through these We Day shows. So it was really, really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking sick, bro. Because I've done a couple of tours with like bigger artists around the country, and it's like a grueling job. Like, going city to city, doing meet and greets, and like because you're like partying, you're enjoying the experience, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like,
No, it's definitely. Well, I learned the hard with my first tour with Class and them guys. Well, I didn't know. Like, I never took vocal lessons or nothing like that ever, right? So my first tour, we were on tour, man. I was drinking, smoking, drinking Revs, just thinking, it's gonna be all good. Well, we got 10, 15 shows in. My voice started tightening up on me. Man, by the 20th, 23rd show, I was completely aphonic. I couldn't even talk. I was freaked out. I was freaked out. I'm like, man, I thought I lost my voice forever. Like, what the fuck?
That would be
right? So right away, I'm right to fucking going to find out the research and how to get this shit back and how to heal it and how to, you know what I'm saying? So I went home and I went to see Dutch Robinson. He was a lead singer of the Ohio Players.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a homie. He moved to Nova Scotia. He's from New York, but he went to Nova Scotia. And went over there and he gave me some lessons and taught me how to keep my voice healthy. Taught me the little tricks of he toured Marvin Gaye covered for like years. He toured opening for James Brown.
Wow.
Shit. You know what I mean? This is an OG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like
OG of OGs.
Yeah, just come on down to the basement. I'll tell you what you got to get. And he taught me these, you know what I mean? These vocal warm-ups, how to strengthen my voice, how to keep it strong on the road, what to drink, what to not drink, what to put, you know what I mean, into my body. So, yeah, that was my vocal lesson in one night.
Wow.
And it's, man, I'm telling you, I still to this day, besides, the warm-ups and learning, different shit like that along the way, that's still everything he told me has kept my voice.
Yeah.
strong.
Like it's always stuck with you.
It's there. I know. I apply it.
Yeah.
I apply
That's
those
amazing.
things, and it keeps my voice strong.
Yeah. You need to learn from other people.
You got to. It's like, especially people that have been in it and done it. Okay.
Because I saw a video of Future, and even he's not like a singer, but he uses his vocal range pretty good. Like he's all over the place, and he when he's on the road, everybody thinks he's like on drugs and all fucked up, and because that's his like persona, right? Like that's his character that he's built, right?
Yeah, that's his kind of his brand.
His brand, right?
Yeah.
But there's a video of him and he's taking like lozenges and drinking honey tea and because he's like, I have to do this if I'm doing 60 shows. Do 10 and if I'm partying, I'm done. I can't even make the rest of them, right?
No, it's true. You gotta eat good too. You gotta it's hectic, man. We did because I was on a tour with Class who was doing 30 shows in like 36 days. You know what I mean? Or 38 days, like 30 shows. Like, that's a lot of fucking shows.
That's a ton of shows.
And these guys are rappers, too. Like, mind you, they're hollering, rapping and shit. They're not using their vocal cords the way I'm using them.
Yeah, like the proper way.
Yeah, like, that's not even the proper. But you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm using the shits every night. I'm like, oh, shit. The next time I went on tour, I was ready. I had the right teas. I had the right green drinks. I had it all. I was ready. I wasn't smoking no more. I'm in the band like this.
Yeah. Everybody's smoking.
Everybody's smoking.
Covering your mouth.
I'm like this. But I learned how to to you know what I mean? Take it like when you're on the road, you got to know. You got to know what your instrument and how to keep it clean, right?
It's an instrument.
It's an instrument. Yeah.
Yeah, Quavo always said that. It's like an instrument, like, so.
Yeah, keep your instrument clean and tuned, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit, bro. So, like, it seems like, so after the 2014, you won the Juno, right?
Yeah.
And then, so, what happened during, like, 2015 to, like, 2018? Seems like you were, like, kind of, like, in a hiatus.
Yeah. I was in I had a contract with Kuya that was pending to try to get out of, and it took, like, a couple of years to really finalize getting out of that. But I had my homeboy investor that came in and helped me out with a lot of the lawyer stuff and, you know, getting me back in the studio and recording more and shit like that. So in that time while streaming was happening, when it was starting, I didn't want to put out anything because I would have owned it, they would have owned it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to just step away from it. But in those years I was just creating. So I was still cooking in the studio.
Yeah. Just so you never stopped making music?
No.
Okay.
No. So, yeah. But I needed that time. That's why, you know, I think Ralph was like my maturest album that I've ever put out.
Yeah.
You know, so I needed that time to like just grow, you know, away from the hustle bustle of it.
For sure.
Just focus on the music.
Because you must have got introduced to the grime, like you said, the grimy side of the industry.
Well, there's parts of the industry that it's like it's dog eat dog, bro. It's like if you ain't in with the cool crowd, you ain't in.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it.
If you ain't in with the cool, that's what it is, you know. So, but being a part of that cool crowd too, and knowing that the difference is like what it keeps you going. Like this is that's being like I got this shit too. Like whatever, I don't care. I wasn't there. I was here or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like kudos to everybody that's getting it. But you know what I mean? I'm gonna get it too. That's why I'm still fucking sitting here doing this shit.
Cause you can have your own core fan base. Like you know what I mean? Like when you say like the cool bunch, it's like like now when you think about that, it's like Drake, Future, Young Thug, 21 Savage. That's like the bubble of the top guys, you know. And then there's these one guys that have their own little you know things and like. But it's you're right though, because it's easy to fall off and like. You know, be popping and hot for a minute and then just like
gone.
And then just be gone, right? So it's wild.
It's a you know, that's why the consistency is key. And always, you know, putting shit out, man. Always doing content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always content, always music, always something. You know, I'm about to start some new shit with a new company. Hopefully I'm waiting for this contract to come through right now. So that goes well. I'll be under a label. Good. I'm doing some, you know, hopefully some bigger things this year.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, did you have to do things to get out of your last deal?
I just had to kind of give away some masters on some records and shit like that, which was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, they're just like
whatever.
Yeah. Just get me out of here.
Yeah, let me go.
Yeah, true. You feel more free, independent, and doing your own thing.
Yeah. And there's no hard feelings with them either. It's still my brothers. You know what I mean? They helped me a lot in my career. Yeah. Ain't nothing like that. It's just, you know, now I can move around and, you know, do what I want. These last few products, I put out projects whenever I wanted to on my time. Yep. You know,
if you want to drop us in, you're like, fuck it. Friday, I'm putting out a song.
Yeah, tomorrow, fuck it. Yeah. You know? So, but yeah, no, it's been good. I'm just focused on this one here, this HEIR JRDN. If that's gonna be the title.
I like that. I actually really like that. I think that's a brilliant. HEIR JRDN's a sick one. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but not HEIR JRDN, like H. Yeah, that's dope.
You heard it here first, motherfucker.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, HEIR JRDN, man.
When you were coming up, like obviously Drake was getting big at that time and shit, right? Like, did you think he was like gonna be like the shit back then?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You did?
Yeah. As soon as I saw the what's the one with Trey Songz, that record he did with Trey Songz, that first one, what the fuck is it called? Successful.
Yeah.
No, that was the second one.
No, that's the second one. He had another one. It was Trey Songz' song, but it was Drake featuring. Drake was featuring it on. Yeah.
They shot it down in Lady. What the fuck?
Yeah, look it up though.
I forget what it's called. Something about the
Drake featuring Trey Songz.
Yeah, damn, I forget the joint. But then, not successful. That's it. Replacement Girl.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. No, that video was dope, man. That shit, I was like, oh shit. And I'd met him before, like, seeing this video. You know what I mean? Like when we were on the tour of class, he'd always say, "What's up in class?" I met him before he was really drizzy too. So,
yeah.
But yeah, definitely. As soon as I seen him, and heard him, of course.
Because he had so many styles.
No one would sound like him, bro. Him and 40, they did the right. They knew what they were doing from jump.
So him and 40 always together, right?
Yeah. I think that's how it started to sound.
Did you ever meet? Did you ever guys like? Cause you guys were kind of
Drake,
like
Drake, but no, I don't think 40. I've never met 40. No, I've been at a, like award show like Stylist Awards or something and seen him, you know, but said what's up, but I don't think we've ever really met.
True. Yeah. Cause like everybody kind of like thought he was like the next phenom, right? Cause he had the ability to rap and sing.
Yeah. And that was like at the time was like unheard of.
Like nobody did that.
No,
yeah. Like not a single
There was
person.
like some old school heads, you know, we had the old Usher joints where they had some, you know, because I always thought that the R&B, every time it was like an R&B singer would rap, you're like, no, that's not cool, you know.
But that's why they would bring the rapper on the R&B song to put a verse on, right?
But then when the R&B dude would do it, I still always think, even as an R&B singer, I just feel like, nah, man, just let somebody else rap.
Stick to your lane. Yeah.
But like you said, Drake come in and just he made that just a blurred line. That was just, he blurred that whole shit.
Yeah. Now everybody, you have to rap and sing. Do you ever think about that? Like you're like, yo, I'm gonna put a rap verse on.
Bro, I literally was rapping in the studio last night. Like I'm like,
because you're probably nice. Like you have so much musical.
I got this alter ego, Rucka. They called me Rucka. They used to call me Rucka. Back in the hood, back in Square Town, my boy Kyle Lau. He used to call me Rucka because I used to play. I was nice, you know, Rucker Park, New York. You know, if you play at the Rucka, you gotta be nice. You know what I mean? He used to call me Rucka. So anytime I'm rapping, that's what I'm called, Rucka.
So if we go type it on YouTube right now, there's not no rapping.
You ain't gonna see that. There are a couple joints somewhere on like maybe on Ghettos, one of Ghettos joints or something.
Yeah.
There are a couple of Rucka verses might be floating around somewhere.
I'm gonna find those. That's awesome. Yeah. Because music is so like you can do so many things.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah.
You don't produce or nothing, right?
Nah, just well, I do, but I'm not like sitting there playing or not.
You're not like making beats.
But I'll be in there while people are producing. And like, yo, give us this, like, give me this.
Yeah, that's what I kind of do.
Yeah, that's like orchestrating the producers to, you know,
executive producing.
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
telling. You know, you're putting your creative touch on things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
I like doing that.
That's the fun part, bro. Collaboration and. That's my favorite shit is knowing that you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get out that bitch today, but you're gonna get one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got players, you don't know what, you just know that's the most satisfying thing, man. It's like having something from nothing, like just in a matter of your mind.
Yeah,
just in a matter of your mind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's creativity. It's insane. Did you see what Rick Rubin said recently?
No.
He's like one of the biggest producers ever. You know what I mean? And he literally said, he's like, I have zero technical ability. I know nothing about music and its theory. I'm just so confident in what I like.
That's it.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly it.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
You gotta make it that's how you like it, then that's it. Because there's no rules.
There's no rules to anything, bro.
It's like it's whatever nice. That's what your take is. Nice. Right? Nice.
Yeah.
If you love it, then the world gonna love it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I believe that.
I do the same thing with my music videos because like I'm like a lot of guys go to school or they follow YouTube. I never did that. Everything I did was like trial and error. I'm gonna try this. Like I would like look at the footage and be like, I'm gonna try this, and if I can't do it, try something else. You know what I mean? But then you develop techniques and stuff. So I'm like unorthodox.
Navigating yourself through it all.
It makes you stand out more because when you see the same shit that's by the book every time, you're like, okay, fuck. Like I can almost predict what's happening. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing something unorthodox, it's like
it's true.
Fuck, like,
it becomes just a feel, right? That's just a feel, and that's But that's the thing. Being influenced, we're always influenced by other art too. So sometimes it's like cool when you find out like you took something from somewhere, but you didn't realize that subconsciously you took it from me. Like, oh, that's why I said that. Because I already heard that. Oh, that's one of my favorite songs.
I was listening to Future too much, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Fuck, man, why did I say that? But, that's why, like, when I try to lock in, I listen to myself. I'm working on an album where I'm just like, hold on, I listen to my album like 10 times a day, and it's not like, I don't feel no way about it. I don't get bored, so... That's why I keep building on it. Make it better. That's
what Wayne said. He's like, I don't even listen to nobody else but me. Because, like, what am I going to start adapting someone else's style?
It's like, no. I'm already influenced by what I'm influenced. I'll hear, like, I'll go, like, when, know what the top hits are right now. You know, in the culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll know. You know, I'll listen to them because I know that that's not nothing that I would distract me. It's actually a good distraction because like, oh, that's the best rap song right now. Cool, what's that?
All right, let me take a little something.
Yeah,
let me
just
hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, just how the little tone is, right? But yeah, man.
Yeah, some of the rap songs now, like you have to be so creative. Like that song Poland, you hear that by Lil Yachty?
Yeah.
Like it's so weird, but that's what people like because it's unorthodox, right? It's like different. Like it's almost like memeable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's how I heard about it on TikTok.
Yeah. It's like a bunch of memes and shit, right?
Yeah,
like you have to make music that can be memeable nowadays.
Yeah,
you know? Like
it's true.
It has to have an online presence.
Yeah, it's true.
It has to be funny or something, you know? If you're too serious, everybody's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's true.
Like Drake's really good at that.
Oh my God.
He does in his videos, he'll do like a little pose at the camera and then it gets screenshotted and boom, there's 100 memes. You know what I mean? Like, like that's like a skill in itself, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a part of the package.
Yeah, them guys always come with everything all to the line. They check the check marks off.
All of the boxes
every
are
box is checked.
No, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So like what you're talking about like the new generation and the new guys and stuff. Who are you listening to? Like not like the big guys like 21 Savage and all that shit, but who you listen to from Toronto?
From Toronto? Moolah.
Okay.
Moolah first.
Yeah.
I like some of Smiley's stuff. I like his tone.
Smiley's nice because he's like I said, unorthodox. He's weird, you know. So you're like, oh, he's kind of nice. Like,
yeah, I'm also really fuck with Moolah, bro. And Swavey.
Yo, he's
I think he has like one of the like most unique sounds that I heard come out of Toronto in a while.
Yeah,
and he can sing his ass off. Yeah, like the guy can sing.
He reminds me of Vori a little bit.
Yeah. He can sing. Swavey, I fuck with him heavy. TV Gucci just dropped a banger.
He's in the video.
Oh yeah. TV Gucci dropped a banger. That Bora shit's hard. As soon as I see that one little clip, I'm like, oh yeah, he got one.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, swoosh, nigga, I scored. I was like, hell yeah. But that shit hot. That's what I've been listening to. Like I'll check for those guys. You know.
Yeah. Because those guys. So you you had ties to rap stuff. Obviously, you had a video of P Rain and all that shit.
Yeah. I mean, Chubbs and Preem brought me up to the studio years back. Like out to Metalworks years back. So I used to go vibe with them in the studio. Oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Like we've been, you know, and while we were there, Drake on Skype and shit. You know, it's just I used to fuck with them like that, and they always been cool with me. All of them guys, Baca. So I known them guys for years.
Say word.
Yeah. And anytime Preem, I hit him up, he'll give me advice on shit. So like my first record back, actually I sent it to him. I was trying to get him to jump on it. And he was like, yo, that's you. That sounds good. That's you, though. That's all you. Don't put nobody on that shit. So he gave me a little tip. You know what I mean? I put it out and shit started rocking again with me and shit, you know? So, yeah, man.
Yeah, because you had that track I remember back with Preem.
Yeah.
Belly.
Yeah.
And what's Big Lean. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Charlie B,
Yeah, so Charlie B's been did Charlie B put that song together?
Yeah.
Like he got, so he's been doing that, he's been doing that shit for fucking years.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
That's wild. Mm-hmm. So he just, because he was like the Rolling Loud kind of like the guy who just bringing, like telling the people that weren't educated on what was going on in Toronto, like, okay, so here, like, you know, day one you get these guys, day two, like, this is who's hot. Like, you know, like, because you need that, right? Like, you need, like, because, like, I feel like the city needs more people like that.
Yeah.
On the outside.
Yeah, just like people that are like orchestrating, coordinating shit together. You know what I mean? Like putting shit together, making shit happen. There's a ton of talent here, man. It's like, it's crazy. It's wild. You know, it's wild how many like people are doing it, and it's, you know, that's why sometimes you got to step back and be like, okay, is all of this sounding the same to me, or what's going on here? Like, you know, hold on a minute. Like, that's why, like I said, I listen to myself, man. Too much of it, I'm like, man, I hear what you felt saying, but I'm on the Instagram clips. I'm not trying to listen to your whole albums and shit right now. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of hot records. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hot shit. I just, like you said, I just like what I like. Too much of one thing is too much.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. So like, yeah, because like you've kind of seen the music change, because it's now like a lot of like pop music or like evil music. You know what I mean? A lot of like. So do you think because of that like the whole genre of R&B is like changed? Because you don't see that too much now.
I wouldn't say it's changed. I just don't think it's as
Like popping,
like commercialized.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good way to put it. Yeah.
It hasn't changed. There's still dope ass fucking soul, like neo soul artists.
Cause you remember,
artists.
like, there was a point, like I'm not a huge R&B guy, but in like 2013, I was listening to like Ty Dolla Sign. Oh yeah, I'll hit that. Ty Dolla Sign. There was like a bunch of guys that were like big at the time. Like August Alsina was coming out. There was like big R&B guys that were like the next big thing. You don't see that too much. You know what I mean? Like
it's because the music's been blurred because rapping is like singing now.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You know what I mean? The line's been blurred. You know, so it's like whatever's hot and whatever, you know. And a lot of the rap songs that are singing are dope as fuck too. It's not to take anything away from that shit. It's just like that's why the R&B can't compete with so many fucking rappers because there ain't as many R&B singers.
No, you're right. That's you're right.
You know what I mean? It's just like you know, unless you're like you have that big bag, that machine. It's hard to get up in there.
Yeah, man. That's wild. Mm-hmm. So like because Tory Lanez, like he kind of like. So you kind of saw him coming up too, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Tory?
Yeah. We kicked it, talked to one time he was gonna give me a record. He was like, "Yo, I got these sing." This before he started singing and shit. He bumped into him. He's like, "Yo, I got these records. You sing on them." Never got one. I never got that record done. Like the year later, he was out of here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He had a crazy come up. Yeah.
No,
it's wild. It must be wild seeing people. You know, like I get joy out of seeing like Canadians do good things, you know. Like it's like
it's disappointing. It's a disappointing and sad thing that's happened to him, you know.
I know it's very crazy.
Yeah.
There's a crazy conspiracy going out because he's like he was advocating for being an independent artist and not getting locked in like a crazy deal and you know there's ability to make money off of who you are as like a celebrity and a status, right? And they don't want you to do that.
No,
you know what I mean. The world is all about control and you being depressed and low and being 9 to 5 and you know stuck in this machine, right?
I know.
So he was being like an advocate for it. And you're seeing more and more guys like Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson, guys that talk about that. You know what I mean? More free thinking. They're getting like canceled or
they're thrown in jail.
The law is coming after them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. That's why I don't know nothing. Keep me out of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to speak on none of that shit. Keep me out of that shit. I don't know nothing to do with me.
That just is interesting to look at, bro. Like I'm just I'm like
no, I know. I be watching from the sideline, but I'm just a bystander, just watching that shit. Because it's like a lot of these things that are happening to people. It's like you go back and then you see these history of like say Andrew Tate has interviews of him saying that he does these things to women. So it's just like you told on yourself already. So it's like now I see that. I don't want to hear about that. Okay. It's whatever you got going on. It's a different agenda. It's nothing to do. I don't want none of that agenda shit over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't none of me I hate. I keep my lane and I'm just in here.
Yeah.
Right in that way.
No, that's good. Yeah,
bro.
So I was looking on YouTube. You have a song with Gucci Mane.
Oh yeah, Belly. I never met Gucci Mane, but Belly had a record and he put me on the hook. Yeah, Belly had it written. I went over and sang it. And he put me on the hook.
Word. So you have a good relationship with Belly.
Yeah, we were. I mean, I haven't talked to him in years, but definitely, he was always giving me good advice and you know what I mean, like.
I feel like that guy's so business savvy.
He wrote a couple records. He wrote a record for me, a couple records for me and shit. So definitely, yeah. He's so dope. Yeah.
He's so sick.
Sick, bro. His pen game is just like it's just lethal. Yeah, he's like one of the better writers that I've been around.
I listened to I was pretty young when Belly was having his come up. You know what I mean? When he was like 2008.
Revolution and shit.
Because he dropped
Revolution. Yeah.
Yeah, I was too young for that, right? Like he even wrote a song for the Ottawa Senators when the finals in 2006, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was too young for that shit.
Oh,
right?
you was okay. Yeah.
So I started listening to Belly in like 2013. He started like putting out more new shit. I think he signed to EXO around that time or 2014 or whatever. Yeah. And then he put out a mixtape. I forget the name of it, but it had like Travis Scott on it. It was more of like a new
mumble rap. No,
it was before that. Before that. But it had like a song called White Girls, and you mind pulling that up for me, Dubs? Just the name of it. Yeah, it's Belly with Travis Scott was on the album. The Weeknd was on it. But he was kind of doing like a rebrand.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? White Girls was on it, and
what album is it from?
Pitchfork, shout out Pitchfork.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, this is probably like 2014. Yeah. But I remember he did like 7 years ago. So like this is like he did like a big rebrand, right? And you remember this track, right? Yeah. It fucking bumped for some million times. Yeah, so but I remember thinking, because he went from that old style of rap and then he's kind of like changed with the times. Because it's hard to like, music changes, you know what I mean? Like, and like the styles and the aesthetics and what's cool and like, you know? So like to be able to do that over years is like difficult.
To keep up. It is hard to keep up, especially like people, because sometimes people you get stuck in just doing one thing. That's why it's always good to just experiment. Some people will just think that that's how they have to make music all the time, and then they'll stay stuck in that same year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that like for good.
Yeah, it's like, and then 10 years passes and they're still making that music. Yeah, bro.
It happens.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
Mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, you gotta keep up. That's why you gotta know, like, you gotta find the new hot producer. You gotta find the young producer that's hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's the hottest young producer that you know that got the sound popping? Like, you gotta and then figure out what's even if you look up in the Urban Dictionary, what are the cool kids saying? Just put that shit in your music, man. What are the cool kids, right?
You're so true. Yeah. Because like a lot of the new rappers now, it's the producer that really formed, because it's like that's what gave them their unique sound, right? Like you're not gonna blow up, bro, finding a YouTube beat.
Yeah, no.
By the way,
there are some that does happen sometime though.
It does happen.
Records that there are, like, I used to like despise it at, but now recently there's a couple joints on my record, my new record, that were written on over YouTube beats, and then we just took it and flipped it.
Oh, say word.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you see what J. Cole did? Yesterday. So J. Cole wants to not be so selective with his like music. He wants to just put out more music, right? So he went on YouTube and typed in J. Cole type beat.
Are you kidding? And started going crazy.
This is a great. Have you heard about this? It's the fucking greatest story ever.
What's up?
He typed in J. Cole type beat. The first one that popped up on YouTube, he wrote a song to it, right? Rapped on it, sent the song to the guy who made it, and said, "Yo, bro, here's a song for you. I'm tired of like just holding music and stuff." I typed in J. Cole type beat on YouTube.
Are you kidding me?
And he's like, "You can have this for your YouTube channel. It's completely yours. Just put it out there." So because of this story
awesome,
now,
man.
Yo, can you type in J. Cole
That's
for procrastination?
Yo, everybody's putting J. Cole type beat on it.
Yo, bro, I bet you everybody's know J. Cole type beat is just fucking on YouTube.
You know what?
Right
that's awesome, man. That's how you pay it forward, bro. That's how you pay it forward. That's dope.
That's gotta be it. It's a million views. See, look.
Oh shit!
Just pause it for
this
a
is
second.
that's the DM.
That's the DM.
Oh wow. That's insane.
It's actually insane, bro. This song,
he's using that as the artwork too?
Yeah, that's like the artwork.
That's awesome.
Channel and servers like, thank you. Every producer out there pushing up and sharing their work in the world. That's crazy.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Yes, sir. What's poppin'? Hold on, stay right there. I'm coming through.
Oh wow.
Hold up.
That's insane.
Hell yeah.
That is brilliant.
That's paying it forward too, man.
Pause that for me?
That's actually paying it forward too. That's fucking awesome.
That's thinking about music in a different way.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Who's ever done that before?
Yeah, no, I don't think. No.
It takes a certain ego to do that too, because like you think Drake's gonna go and type in Drake type beat and take the time to do that?
No.
I don't know. To be, you know,
it's just like he's on that platform. He has that platform to know that this could change the way people the creative process goes, and how giving the power to these producers too as well.
It's a huge W for a producer.
I mean? Yeah, huge. Yeah, like producer.
Huge.
Like what?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's insane. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
I hear that shit too. I'm gonna listen to that after.
So
So did he drop it like on a platform? Like is he?
It's on the.
Is it out the song?
I don't know if it's out on like streaming, but it's on the producer's channel. This is
Okay.
this has got to be his channel.
He might just keep. Yeah, he's probably.
Yeah, it says beat tape and like.
And how many? 113
East type
subscribers.
beat.
113,000. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely it.
Wow.
J. Cole type beat finally free. He put one out 36 minutes ago.
Wow. It's like another one.
Yeah,
He says,
he's
Jay,
like-
just do another one, bro.
I was like, buddy, do one more for me, please.
Oh shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's dope. But that is
Yeah.
cool, man. That is a great
that's
story.
cool.
Sick.
So yeah, man. So you're working on Air Jordan.
Yeah.
So what are you planning for the rest of the year coming up?
You know what? I'm gonna finish this album, and then I'm gonna try to, get out and do some shows and promote it a bit, but not like literally just take the rest of the year to like kind of slow roast the album. I don't want to put the album out until the end of the year.
Yeah.
But
Make
I'm
sure
gonna
it's
use
like
the year,
nice.
use the year to just going on the marketing, going on the visuals, going on trying to set up the album the way I want it to look, sound, and everything. Just finish it that way. You know what I mean? So taking the year to do that, maybe a song at a time, maybe a couple at once.
Yeah.
Who knows? Just trying to
that's
get
amazing.
at least a record out every month and a half or 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A record.
Yeah, you still have a core following. People still follow,
Yeah,
they wait for your shit. So
Yeah. I'm excited, man, because the music's sounding great. So just gonna focus on finishing it the way I want to. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I got the songs now. I just need to
fine tune.
get some live players in and add a couple of bounces. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, that's good, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to say thank you
What
for
is
doing
this?
this with
Yeah,
me.
man. Yeah. Oh, brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you,
already
bro.
know all
yeah, this is this one's a THC oil.
But what do you do with it though?
I think you can do anything. You can eat it. You can put it on.
But like, how is it?
split.
How is it consumed though? Like, I'm
put it
thinking, it's a
on
jam. That's a watery jam, fam.
It's so watery, but I don't know.
Watery jam, fam.
Yeah.
Look at that oil. That's some oil, bro.
But yeah, I'll cut that there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
No,
I
bro, you
appreciate
already
it.
know, man.
That was a
All
good
love.
conversation. I like that.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Yeah, thanks, though.
Yeah, bro.